Okay, hello Arcanauts, welcome to the stream. Apparently the intro music wasn't working, even though it should have been working, so hooray for technology. I hope my microphone is coming through clearly. Do let me know if I'm having trouble with that as well. If not, and fingers crossed, not, welcome to the stream. And the prize pool giveaway. Exciting. So, this is really for all 14 people from the last tournament who did not obviously appear in the second and first places. We will be putting everybody's, we'll be putting everybody's card. We're putting all the cards, and I have a big list of them here, into the tinfoil hat, which is here. And then I will read out somebody's name. We will pull a card from the hat, and that will be the prize that you guys get. So, as always, we're going to just wait for 5 or 10 minutes whilst everybody comes in and sits down, settles in, and then we'll get on with it. Let's see. Moth, Will, Ravi, I don't know how to pronounce that one. James, gamer in the house. It's nice, good. It's better than being outside with all your sensitive electronics. Mike's fine, good. You thought about delivering today, but what shall you do? You shall sit and watch the live stream. I don't know what you're planning on delivering, but the live stream's more important. So yes, there's a light hunt going on at the moment, and I hadn't quite finished before I needed to set up for this live stream. So while we're waiting for everybody to come in and settle down, we'll just do this. Fun. Oh. Okay, so the only real sort of set in stone plan for today is to do the prize pool giveaway, but if people would like to see some sub battles or something at the end of it, do let me know. If there's anything you guys would like to talk about or discuss, do let me know, and I will be talking about, well, it's fortunate, I will be talking about the plans for the upcoming tournament. Specifically trying to gauge people's interest levels so that we can decide whether or not there will be one. Let's find out. As you can see, I'm using my beloved Warlords deck. Not the fastest for doing dailies, but Warlords, right? So yes, if anybody has any sort of preemptive questions or requests, do please comment in the chat box and let me know. If anybody's not entirely clear on what we're doing here, again, also do please let me know. Yeah, that's going to suck, my poor little kitty. Aw, kitty cat. You monsters. Moth, what was the maximum number of viewers during the tournament? I think it was a little under 60 consecutive, but obviously people came in and out. So I don't know how many... Oh, actually, I forgot about that. I don't know how many actual viewers there were overall. Neon, you'd like to do a sub-battle? That's a huge surprise. Thras, hey, welcome. Will 30. Well, remember that the YouTube and the Twitch are counted separately. So at one point we did have, I think 58 was the highest I saw when I glanced across to look at it. But you know, obviously, I'm not entirely sure because I had to keep watching the screen. But I know that at one point we were at 56, 58, something like that. Thras, what are we doing today? We are doing a number of things today. Don't know if I can be bothered dealing with all of that. Probably can't. The main thing we're going to be doing today is the prize pool giveaway. So everybody who participated in the tournament over the weekend will be getting a prize card that has been donated by Brown and Lukak. I've got the cards all written down here, so we'll be putting them into a tinfoil hat and pulling them out so that everyone can see what they got. Where's the sound? What do you mean sound? Sound of the game? I can boost it up a little bit. Hold on. There we go. Actually, apparently I turned that off. Okay, well, you should be hearing a little bit of sound now. I keep it down a little bit low because I find it distracting while I'm trying to talk. You hope don't start a war between USA and Korea? Yeah, we're all kind of hoping that. But hey, what can you do, right? I just hope that the people in charge know what they're doing, and if they don't know what they're doing, hope that they kill themselves before they kill the rest of us. Alright, let's put the kitty cat down. Kitty cat warlords. Yes. And yeah, 60-ish. As I say, I don't have an exact number for what the highest number was, but I know that at one point we hit 56, 58, so that was nice. Thrice you'll be alt-tabbed out, but you're checking in at times. Fair enough. Let's just get rid of that, and we can finish this off. Let's see if I get the Light Hunt. It would be nice to add another one to my collection. Most people in charge of US definitely don't know what they're doing. Yeah. Who does, really? I don't know what I'm doing. But yes, it would be nice if the people in charge wouldn't keep reaching for the nuclear missiles every time something happens. I mean, come on, people. You kind of got taught this in school, didn't you? Violence is not your first option. Okay, so we got 2 gems, that's nice. Let's see if we get another Light Hunt for the collection. Fingers crossed. I mean, last time I did this on live stream, we did get the Nature David +1, or whatever useless card it was, so... Wait, do I not get anything? What happened? Oh, that's an event mission. Damn it, I wasn't doing the dailies. Well, it's embarrassing. Oh well. I must have clicked on the wrong thing by accident. Margin Warlord! Yes, thank you. Reality TV stars don't know how to run world powers. Well, to be fair, most actual trained politicians apparently have no idea how to run world powers either. I mean, let's face it, what was it? Like, W, American president, was being born into politics, and it's hard to imagine anybody more inept, or it would be if we weren't currently living through a physical representation of somebody who's the living embodiment of inept. But hey, make North Korea pay for Mabinogi Duel PC. Yeah, that's fair enough. Yeah, sure. Threaten them with nukes until they fund the PC version of Mabinogi Duel. That seems like a responsible use of thermonuclear warfare. James, welcome to the stream. It's annoying. You were in drugs with Phantom Pain. You were doing drugs in Phantom Pain, were you? Excellent. Good. Were you using that special suit that infuses you with stuff? It's cheating. It's doing things the easy way. You should be, like, more sportsmanlike about it. Just wait for a sandstorm and then kill everyone. Use your dog a lot, because he's adorable. And significantly less creepy than the woman who breathes through her skin. Quiet. Yes. That's a very good reason for making her dress in a bikini. Really, Hideo Kojima. Really. It's... okay. I mean, don't get me wrong, I like women in bikinis as much as the next guy, but justifying it by saying she breathes through her skin? Weird decision. Just be open and honest about it, Kojima, okay? You just like women in bikinis. It's fine. It's no big deal. Alright, so... let's do a sound off. I'm actually monitoring the Discord at the moment as well, just to see who of the tournament players has actually come in. So Chris, I know, can't. He's got to watch. He can't watch the stream because he's in US history. He's going to try and tune in. But let's do just a quick sound off. I'm pretty sure Lukak can't be around today because of things. I make it sound creepy, but it's not creepy. I just prior commitments. That was the phrase I was going for. Brown, so tired. Why is earning money so tiring? It's because we have not yet evolved to the Star Trek world yet. But give it time. Give it time. You want to give an excuse with style. Yeah, fair enough. Okay, so yes, let's do a quick sound off. Can everybody who was involved in the tournament over the weekend please just sound off in the chat box, just so I know exactly how many of you are here and who's basically ready to do this prize poll. Hello, Lukak. Oh, you are here. Excellent. Sound, says Neon. In what sense? Are you telling me that my sound is gone? What's happening? Everything seems fine. All the little bars are doing their little movie thing. I don't know, I feel like I'm in that movie Airplane 2. It's a little green bar. It just goes up and down. Oh, I see. You're sounding off. Okay, that makes more sense. Good. So Neon's here. Moth is here. Lukakrai is here. Will, Vertude, you're here. You've already had your prize. Don't be greedy. Specifically, who are we looking for? We're looking for Gin Tonics, Gamer404, Neon, who's here, Lukakra, who's here, Minibee, Yellow Dragon, Chris, who says he can't be here, Nick Stalker, Axia, Yaxi, Galliamir, Sloth, who is here, Sermo, and Intrepid. Lukakra, as it turns out, you are indeed here. Yes, indeed. So, right, how many have we got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 people out of the 14 so far. Not bad, not bad. We'll give it another couple of minutes, just in case. It would be nice for everybody who is involved in the tournament to be here when the cards are drawn, but I don't want to drag this out too long. In the meantime, while we're waiting, if anybody else wants to do some sub-battles after this, do shout that out into the chat as well. So far, Neon's said that he wants to. It's not a huge surprise. Love the enthusiasm. But if anybody else is interested, we'll need to set up a quick modifier. Martian, is it your video, or do you see some flickering on my headset? Oh, no, there is a little bit of flickering. Yeah, well caught. Hold on a second. I will just check that. It's my chroma key going a little bit weird. And just trying to straighten it up. That'll do it. Good. The lighting keeps changing, unfortunately. Green screen, yeah, it's all sorted out now. Thank you for pointing that out. Good, okay. Sub-battle, says Neon, who's already voted, you don't get to vote twice. Also, while I'm thinking about it, I need to point out, well, I just need to mention that we'll be doing the prize pool card draw today, but if everybody who was involved in the tournament, the 14 people who are getting their cards drawn today, you guys are going to need to get in touch with Brown or Lukak, and I will tell you when the card is pulled who you need to get in touch with. Be aware, Brown has said that he won't really be available to hand out the cards until Saturday, so some of you might need to wait until the weekend. But if everyone can just get in touch with Brown and Lukak just so they know who to hand the various cards out to and when, that would be useful. Omar, you are ready for a sub-battle? Okay. Alright, so we have at least 2 people. Okay, so we'll probably do a sub-battle round at the end of this. Not a big one. I think most people, including myself, are still pretty exhausted after the weekend-long tournament. But yeah, okay, we'll do a single sub-round battle. What modifier shall we have? Or does everybody just want a free-for-all? So that's the next vote. Do you want a sub-battle with a modifier, or just want a free-for-all? Bearing in mind, of course, the rule that gimmick decks are never allowed, regardless of free-for-all or not. Francesco, can you try a friendly PvP with me now or not? I guess. Sure, why not? Not right now, obviously, because we're about to do the prize pool draw, but sure. Alright, well, I think we've got as many people as we're going to get. So, tinfoil hat. For those of you who don't know, this is a special hat I wear to stop DevCat from reading my mind, because they always nerf the cards I like the most. Serving a double purpose today around us. That face when your friends open their gifts will have. Okay. Okay, so 14 cards, all written down on bits of paper here, as you can see. Gamir, you finally made it. Hi, Arc Emperor and all Arcanauts. Okay, well, you misspelled Arconauts, but I will forgive you this one time because you addressed me as the Emperor. Okay, so here's all the cards. They're all going into the tinfoil hat. And they're getting shaken around, flicking around. Lukak, can I read this out loud for everyone? Okay, yep. Lukak would like everybody to know, and I quote, PM me on Discord when you guys want your cards. I'll message you guys back when I can hand you the cards. End quote. That's from Lukak. So everybody please go. I mean, you're already on the Discord anyway. But yes, when these cards have all been read out and the live stream's over... Whoops, the cards are getting away from me. Everybody please get in touch with Lukak if I say that it's a Lukak card. If it's a brown card, get in touch with him as well, but bear in mind that he won't be available until the weekend. Neon, modifier is only 1 collab card per deck. Sure, we can go with that. Donovan, what is a sub-battle? A sub-battle is basically 2 people, well... If you want to get involved in a Mabinogi Duel with anybody else in the chat, you just comment in the chat saying that you're up for a sub-battle and leaving your in-game name. I will then assign you somebody else who wants to fight from the chat, and then I will spectate the battle and commentate over the top of it live on this stream. That's the sub-battles. And we often do modifiers as well. We generally have 3 rounds, 2 of which have modifiers and 1 of which is a free-for-all. Those are on Sundays. This is kind of a bonus live stream so that we can get the prize pool draw done, so we'll only have the 1 round. And yes, Neon's been mentioning this modifier for a little while, so we'll go with it. The modifier for today's sub-battle round will be only 1 collab at most in your deck. You can have 0 collab cards if you want, but you can't have more than 1. Okay, so that's a modifier. If you guys want to get involved in the sub-battle, please get your decks organized. Well, not now, because we're about to do the draw, but, you know, immediately afterwards. Okay, so let's do this. I'm going to get a pen. All right, so I have a list of names with numbers next to them. We'll go through the names in order. I will pull a card and I will mark down the person's number on the card itself. If anybody forgets what card they got awarded and who they need to talk to, get in touch with me over the Discord. All right, so here we go. Okay, margin modifier number 1, numbers just to make it sound cool. 2 elements max, neutral hero, no gimmick, 1 collab card, 2 mutants max. That is very complicated margin. People would be hanging around for like hours organizing that deck. Or are these just individual modifiers you think could be applied to individual rounds? So we can see if it's okay for tournament, Neon. Yep, okay, alright, so let's do this. Alright, so number 1 is Gin Tonics. So, shaky, ba 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 ba. And in goes the hand. There we go, these things always stick together. Gin Tonics gets ba 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 ba. A Dark Share Special Edition card. This is the original Dark Share Special Edition, the lovely one with the Christmas, with the hoodie thing, I'm pretty sure. That is a Lukak card. So, Gin Tonics, congratulations. It's a share, you lucky dog. Get in touch with Lukak, please. That's going over here. Next up, Gamir 404, otherwise known as Lord Edge, occasionally. Shaky. And let's see. It is boom, Command Hunting Light +1. And that was donated by Brown. Thank you, Brown. And congratulations, Gamer 404. Use it wisely. Fun card. Expensive, too. Okay. Very pretty card, says Majin about the Dark Share. It is indeed. It's a very attractive card. Very nice. Okay, shaky. Okay, next up is Neon Works. So, fingers crossed for Neon, and it is, where's the thing? There's the thing. It is a Hermit Share Dark +1. Wow, nice one. Congratulations, that is a Lukak donated card. So, Neon, please get in touch with Lukak. And congratulations. Wow, we had 2 shares already. That's awesome. Daniel, you're welcome. Okay, so tick and tick. And tick. Yes, 3 done. Okay, next up is Lukak. So let's see if he awards himself a card, shall we? Shaky. Boom. And Lukak is awarded, yes, his own Bard Song Gold. Congratulations, Lukak. Please get in touch with Lukak. Make a little note of that. 4 and a tick. Good. Next is Mini B, otherwise known as Bryant on the Discord server. Shaky. And it is an Albi Stone Golem +1, a fantastic card for Rookie Arena, and as we've seen in the sub battles, not too bad in PvP either. So Albi Stone Golem +1 for Mini B, aka Bryant. Congrats. Yes, and everyone's giving Lukak the congratulations. Huzzah. Okay, shaky. And who's up next? It is Yellow Dragon. And he gets the, what is this? Boom. A Witch Xena Mana card. Very nice. Let's see. That's very, very strong card, and has been for quite a while, actually. Majin Adele, Albi Stone Golem is a very strong presence, especially the +1 version. It is indeed, yes. Very, very powerful card, Albi Stone Golem +1. If you're running Nature in the Rookie Arena and you're not using an Albi Stone Golem +1, there'd better be a good reason why not, because it's really strong. Next up is Chris, 90210. And he gets a... Everyone's reading this before me. An Angel or Peria -1. And that is by Brown. Congratulations, Chris. Nice pull. Angel Operium -1s, always nice. Always nice to have. Even if you're not running a pure Resurrection deck, still a very good card to just pop in to your decks every now and again. All right, shaky, shaky. Nathan Amato, what's happened so far? So far, we've given out 7 of the prize pool cards. Next up is Nick's Stalker. So, shaky, 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 and Nyx gets... what's this one? A Light Eagle, and that was donated by Lukak. Congratulations, Nyx. A very nice card there. Light Eagle. Always a threatening presence on the battlefield. Very pleasant. Okay, next up is Axia. Shaky, 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 shaky. And stop getting stuck together. There we go. All right, Axia, you get Vampire Hero Vesh Mana variant. Very nice. That's donated by Lukak. So please get in touch with him. Vampire Hero Vesh Mana. Very nice. Okay, and that was Axia. Next up is Yaxi. Shaky, 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 shaky. What's this one? Ooh, Yaxi, nice. Congratulations. Yaxi got the Joker card. The Joker card is a Temptress Myrna Gold Special Edition card. Very, very valuable. It's like printing money, that one. That was donated by Brown, so please get in touch with him for that. Very nice, very nice. That's the Joker card, as I say. Brown and Lukak got in touch with me, wanted me to know that was the Joker. That's the most valuable in terms of pure gold value card. Very nice. Shaky, 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 shaky. Oops, that was the Axie. We didn't tick that off. All right, next up is Gamir. Gamir. Shaky, 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 shaky. Gamir gets... what's this one? Elf Hero Triss Light variant by Lukak. Very nice, very nice. Okay, more Elf Hero Trisses. That's what the world needs. Good card, though. Good card. All right, next up is Sloth. Sloth Lord. Shaky, shaky, shaky. In the tinfoil hat. Sloth gets the... what is this? Boom. I think this is actually a duplicate for him. Magic Sensing Bomb Mana +1. Donated by Brown. Actually a card that I think we've seen Sloth use it before and to good effect. Very, very good card though. Even if he doesn't want the duplicate, and who wouldn't want the duplicate, useful for trading. A lot of people like that one. Alright, up next is number 13, Sermo, otherwise known as Mateo. Shaky, 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 shaky. In fact, there should just be 2. Am I right? There are. Good, I've been counting correctly. Huzzah! Shaky, 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 shaky. And... yep, Sermo gets... Ice Spear Dark, donated by Brown. A very nice card. Very useful. Basically, darkness is only decent AoE. So, nice to have. Nice to have. And finally, Intrepid. No real... Waiting for the stream to come back up again. Give me a second. Alright, looks like we're back up again. Maybe. Do let me know if this stream is back up again. Yeah, it's gone down. Let me see. I'm trying to figure this out. Hold on a second. I have to turn that chat box off. That's gotten really weirded out. Lovely jubbly. Yes. People can just let me know if we are fully back online. I know the YouTube does sometimes have difficulties when the internet's crashed. Unfortunately, it seems to be okay now, but yeah, let me know for certain, and then we'll get back underway. Gotta love Scottish internet connections, right? Gotta love them. And by love them, I mean hate them and set them on fire. Throw them out into the darkness. Salt their bodies, lest nothing grow again. Welcome back. Okay, good. We're back online. Thank goodness for that. Okay, so yes, apologize to everybody. My internet connection here in Scotland is not the best that it could possibly be, and every so often it will just go down for 30 seconds. Lovely. All right, so yes, I think everybody got all of that at the end. Just to be clear and to make sure everyone knows what's going on, I will very quickly go through the prize pool cards again, and then we'll get on with the sub-battle round. Okay, so, number 1, Gin Tonics was awarded the Dark Share Special Edition. Gamer404 was awarded the Command Hunting Light +1. Oh, I should actually say who these are from. The Darkshare Special Edition Gin Tonics is Lukak. Get in touch with him. Gamer404, Command Hunting Light +1 from Brown. Please get in touch with him. Neon Works, Hermit Share Dark +1 from Lukak. And then Lukak himself has got the Bard Song Gold. And Mini B, Albi Stone Golem +1 from Lukak. Yellow Dragon, Witch Xena Mana from Lukak. Number 7, Chris, Angel Orperia -1, Brown. Nick Stalker, Light Eagle from Lukak. Atheraxia, Vampire Hero Vesh Mana from Lukak. Yaxi, Temptress Myrna Gold Special Edition from Brown. Gamir, Elf Hero Triss Light from Lukak. Sloth, the Magic Sensing Bomb Mana +1 from Brown. Sermo, the Ice Spear Dark from Brown. And Intrepid, the Light Elephant from Lukak. So, if everybody can get in touch with either Brown or Lukak, depending on whose name I read out there, and they will organize getting your prizes to you as soon as they possibly can. Jedi's attacked the Arc Emperor, but they failed. Exactly. Yes. Neon switched to Twitch. I do advise most people to switch to Twitch. It is the more stable platform. And it's the one that I stream all of my secret live streams on during the week. If I'm ever going to stream it, generally is just over the Twitch. So you won't be notified unless you're on the Discord or on Twitch. Arc's internet was an inside job. True. Francesca, you tried but not read. I don't know what you're mean, but okay. All people send a message. Oh, okay. I don't really. All right. Yeah. Okay. So good. Right. That is the prize draw. Congratulations to everybody who participated in the tournament, and I hope you guys enjoy your prizes. Please get in touch with Brown or Lukak to organize getting your prizes handed out to each of you individually. Okay. Neon, and you're back to YouTube again. Okay, you're just pinwheeling back and forth. All right, so very quickly then. We're not going to be doing a full 3-round sub-battle, but could everybody who is interested in the sub-battle or in getting involved in the sub-battle right now, please just comment in the chat and leave your in-game name in the chat box. Neon, you don't need to. We already know that you're up for one. Dan, should you send a message to Lukak now? Sure, if you want to. Yep, send a message whenever you like. He's kind of around, kind of not. I'm not sure. I know that he had something that he was that he had to do today, but I don't know if he's like super busy at the moment or not. Okay, so Sloth is down for a battle. Looks like it's going to be Neon plus Sloth in the first round. I'm just going to get another piece of paper. And I'm back. Did you miss me? I missed you. Neon versus Sloth. Okay, Omar, aka Devil Boy, so we'll say Devil Boy is up for a sub-battle. So Devil Boy versus who wants to fight Devil Boy? Who wants to fight the devil? While you guys sorting that out, I will open this up. Message gift from Thekas or Thekas, Siloa and Siloa. Thank you very much, guys. I really appreciate it. All of these golds and gems, they go towards cards, which go towards videos and live streams and tournaments and all that kind of thing. Francesca, you can see the stream now. Good. Okay, so Atheraxia is up for battle, so that will be Atheraxia versus Devil Boy. Atheraxia, good. Okay. Gamir, you're up for a sub battle. Gamir, good. Okay. Francesco, do you want to do a sub battle? Do you want to fight somebody, not me, somebody else? Just say yes or no. And could Neon and Sloth make sure you guys have each other added as friends? Devil Boy and Atheraxia, add each other as friends, please. Margin, by the way, stream chat is down. You mean the screen one? Yeah, I know. I had to close it down when it booted up because it's not working. I don't know why. Look what happens. I open it up, it's just this big grey thing. This is the problem with streaming to both YouTube and Twitch at the same time. I would much prefer to just stream to Twitch, but a lot of people have difficulty accessing Twitch, and apparently there are some countries in the world that just don't allow Twitch, so that's weird. Francesco with Gamir. Okay, good. Gamir versus Steve Rogers. Francesco, can you put your in-game name in the chat, please, just so that Gamir can add you as a friend. Steve Rogers is your name. Good. Okay. All right, everyone seems to be happy with that. All right, so far we have Neonworks versus Sloth, Devil Boy versus Axia, and Gamir versus Steve Rogers, otherwise known as Francesco. So we will make a start with that. If anybody else wants to get involved in the sub battles, just leave your in-game name down in the chat box, and all the rest of it. Just wanted to let me know. I appreciate it. Yes, I mean, if anybody does see any faults with these live streams, do let me know, of course. But yeah, the chat box for the thing just doesn't work properly. I don't know why. Anyway, so yes, if anybody else wants to get involved in the sub battles, please leave your in-game name in the chat box. Anyway, we'll do, and we'll see about getting you guys sorted out. All right. So for now, though, let's start with Neon versus Sloth. Remember, the modifier rules are you cannot have more than one collaboration card in your deck, but that's the only modifier for this round. Sloth or Moth, you can't see people chatting on YouTube. I know, it's tragic. It's tragic. The stupid thing. I mean, I could probably make it work if I closed the whole thing down and rebooted it again, but then I'd lose contact with everybody, so I don't know. Sloth, you need to modify your deck. Okay, no problem. Sloth is going to modify his deck. Devil Boy, Axia, Gamir, Steve Rogers. Make sure you add each other as friends and that your decks are viable for the modifier. Sloth, you think you're ready? Good. Okay, so Sloth says he's ready. Neon, are you ready? When you're ready, Neon, just comment in the chat box, and I'll start sort of refreshing these things and keeping an eye on the transitions. Francesco, no rules for the deck. There is one rule. You cannot have more than one collaboration card, okay? So only one collaboration card at most. So 0 or 1 is okay. We're just waiting on Neon now to let us know that he's ready. Lukak channeling the WWE as they are now. Let's get ready to rumble! And so on. Margin, notice too late that your modifier takes too much time to be fulfilled. You guess you'll propose 2 rules in that. There is only, for these modifiers, there's only one modifier. We're not having like multi-modifiers. It would just take people too long. If we were going to do that, I'd set up like a special live stream. And people could get their stuff sorted out like an hour or 2 before the live stream started. Neon, you ready? As always, let's go. Okay, when you guys are ready, get set and goat. And I'll just keep refreshing this until we see Neon and Sloth transition into the battle. We don't have any fancy transition graphics like we did during the tournament because I'm lazy. Regards from India. Well, hello, W2F Slayer. Regards from Scotland. All right, looks like they might be transitioning. Yep, they're transitioning. Good. Wow, Crassus was in a fight for like 3 seconds. You just thought it would be an interesting idea? It would be an interesting idea, Margin. I mean, I can see it working, but we would have to set it up on the Discord server like an hour or 2 beforehand. Okay, so Sloth up at the top with 3 mutants, Neon down at the bottom with no mutants. El Hero up at the top, and Elysis down at the bottom. Both players using mana and light. Sloth using gold and Neon using nature. Out comes an aggressive elephant right down in the center, so you can assume a command hunting. Now, does Sloth have a Goblin Shredder in his gold? If he does, that would be a good counter. He does not. Brings out the Kadir's Flying Sword in front of the elephant. Now, that will, over time, kill the elephant, so Neonworks decides to remove it with a magic missile, allowing his elephant, which has been boosted by Elysis' attack effect, to get 3 damage off. Neon, always with Elysis, says Majin, hey, if it works, go with it. Elysis is an interesting hero, or heroine. Out comes the Golden Bomb Squad to deal with that elephant, and Neonworks decides to level up rather than attempting to remove it, of course. No real point in wasting resources trying to remove the Goblin Bomb Squad. The elephant at this point will crash into the Goblin Bomb Squad and die to its abilities unless Neonworks decides to remove it with a transformation spell, and he does. He goes for the Mukro Algesco, trying to just keep this elephant out onto the field with its 3 attack value, trying to keep the pressure up on Sloth. Neon then charges up, going to let the elephant deal the finishing blow to that frozen creature, and fortunate for Neon that Elysis activated and got the elephant up to 3 attack value, or of course the elephant would not actually been able to kill the frozen creature. Sloth counters the elephant with a magic missile and charges up to regain some resource parity. Neonworks brings out the Watcher of the Forest Genie, which is always a lot of fun. So let's see. Sloth in a little bit of difficulty with this, actually, because every time your opponent plays a card that is not nature, summons a trap with 3 HP and switches places, and of course Sloth is not running a deck that contains any nature cards. So no matter what Sloth does, that genie is about to summon a trap. So really his only hope is to use an area of effect spell, one that is not ideally targeted. Something like a forest fire would of course be ideal, because then it doesn't matter whether the forest genie switches over. Brings out a gold flying sword, which is an interesting move. Generally don't see those anymore, not outside of... now that's interesting. The command hunting, of course, comes out, takes down the forest genie, because it doesn't matter if she switches places. The command hunting will still target whatever has the highest HP value. That does put 2 traps, of course, onto Neonworks' side of the field, and that does mean that that gold flying sword is going to immediately die. Down goes his attack value, doesn't make any difference. Imagine the spell is so tongue twisting. Yes, Mukro Algesco. Probably a slip of the hand there by Sloth. He probably thought that the traps had summoning sickness, which they don't, of course. That's not really how the traps... that's not really how those summon traps work. So the trap goes down, takes out the sword with him, and both Neon and Sloth at more or less the same resources. Neon leading a little bit in terms of light. Brings out the Golden Garden Cat. Gotta love that little kitty. Universal Resource Generator. And, yes, I know that there were a couple of veteran players when the Golden Garden Cat first came out, sort of turning their nose up at the Golden Garden Cat, saying, "Oh, he's not useful at all. Pshaw, pshaw, pshaw." Yeah, being made to eat their words now. Most everybody's running a Golden Garden Cat. That Universal Resource Generator is just too good to pass up on. Out comes the Swamp Vampire Mana +1, which is a very interesting vampire card to take. Drains, of course, all of the Golden Garden Cat's HP. Golden Garden Cat does get the charge off, of course, with no gold on Neonworks' side. The Golden Garden Cat cannot give more than 2 resources. Still very valuable, but obviously a little limited in that particular sense. Out comes the command hunting. That's going to weaken the Swamp Vampire Mana +1 enough that the Golden Garden Cat can claw its eyes out. So down goes that Swamp Vampire +1, unfortunately for Sloth, and the Golden Garden Cat gets to survive a little longer. Sloth does a double charge. He's going to try to remove that Golden Garden Cat. He does need to get that thing off the board as quickly as possible. Let's Crisis, and maybe didn't get the charge into the resource that he wanted. Got a lot of gold though, so perhaps that can come out. Daniel, is Gimmick allowed? No, Gimmick is never allowed in any of these sub-battles. We've tried that a number of times and people just hate it, and rightfully so. Unless you get forewarning of a Gimmick, it's basically impossible to counter them. Out comes a Tsubaki Yayoi, and the Golden Garden Cat, of course, gets its little attack value, gets its little resource value bump, which is nice for Neon, who is managing to gain quite a significant lead in terms of resources, thanks to that Golden Garden Cat doing the work and not going down. The Kadir's Taylor, guys, comes out. She's going to boost somebody up to 12 defense at the end of this turn. Let's see who it is. I'm pretty sure she targets 1. Makes defense of another friendly creature. Might be going for the... yeah, let's see who she gives it to. She does give it to the kitty. She could have given it to the trap is the thing, which wouldn't have been quite so good. But yeah, that is quite unfortunate for Sloth, but good for Neonworks. Trap goes down, doesn't really matter. Turn to Frog comes out. That does take care of that Golden Garden Cat. The defense boost from the Kadir's Tailor Guys, of course, not making any difference now. Sloth revives, which hurts him, but also hurts Neon Works. And that Kitty Cat finally goes down. Tsubaki's still out onto the field with 4 energy now. That is going to cause the Neon Works some problems if you can't deal with it very quickly. Majin, strange choice, put cat in a no-gold deck. A lot of people are doing it. Even if the cat doesn't give you the double super boost of resources, the 2 resources that it does give you is still very, very valuable. Neonworks thinking about it, decides to bring out the ambush. That does take care of the Tsubaki, whose ability activates, but of course doesn't weaken the Kadir's Tailor down long enough to really make it worthwhile. Out comes the Watcher of the Forest Genie once again. So let's see how Sloth answers this. Fortunately, the Golden Garden Cat is giving Sloth back some much needed resources, and that does balance them out, giving Sloth a slight lead now in terms of resources, although of course Neon Works still leading in terms of battlefield presence. So let's see, Francesco, you guys gotta wait. You're the 3rd fight, okay? So we gotta do this fight, one more fight, and then it's your fight. Don't fight now. Sloth charges up, trying to, again, just rebuild up some of these lost resources. Both players now going to have to play a little bit more defensively. Of course, they could choose to go all out, but that's very, very aggressive play. Francesco, pseudo gimmick is possible? No, no kind of gimmick is possible. We do not allow gimmick decks in the sub-battles. So we tried it. People hate it. Kalpesh, hello, and welcome to the stream. Kalpesh, of course, our 2nd place winner from the first Arcadean Grand Global Tournament over the weekend. Congratulations to Kalpesh. Neon charging up. He has battlefield control, so he doesn't really need to worry about overextending. Kadir's Tailor's Guys, of course, changes the Watcher of the Forest Genie's defense to be equal to hers, but she has no defense, so that doesn't really help. Moth, you don't have any answers to this. It is tricky. Yeah. The fact that Neon's brought a Watcher of the Forest Genie to a fight and Sloth has no nature cards does make it very awkward for Sloth to deal with. Kalpesh, sign you up for a fight? Okay. Golden Bomb Squad comes out. And of course the Goblin, Genie, rather, switches places, although that doesn't really provide Neon with any strategical benefits at this moment in time. Lukak, you'll fight against Kangi. Okay, sounds good. Luke versus King. Alright, Sloth charges up. Let's see if it comes into something good. Will is sympathizing with Moth. It's a bit awkward for him, unfortunately. Zick, you want to fight as well? Okay, I'll write you down. Zick, we don't have anybody for you to fight just yet. Okay. Whew. Alright, so the Kadir's Tailor Guy's ability activates, but again, doesn't really make any difference. And now Sloth is in a very awkward position. The Kadir's Flying Sword comes out, possibly hoping, and it does. The Watcher of the Forest Genie switches places with the trap and actually places herself in front of Kadir's Flying Sword. Sloth charges up, hoping upon hope that Neon Works, for some reason, doesn't have anything to remove that Kadir's Flying Sword, although with 6 mana, 7 nature, and 9 light, it would be very unusual for Neon not to have some kind of answer here. Imagine a good old Holy Spear would be great there. Yeah, a Holy Spear would be very nice. A Holy Spear would have been very nice earlier as well. Holy Missile comes out. That's going to weaken the Kadir's Flying Sword. Neon charges. Does he actually not have any straight up removals for that Kadir's Flying Sword? Quite interesting. No, he doesn't. Okay, so Neon with 777 resources. That's jackpot. The Kadir's Tailor Guys smacks into the Goblin Bomb Squad and immediately dies. Sloth discards a gold card and brings out the gold Flying Sword, hoping for another switcheroo, perhaps, but goes for the light command hunting, gets countered by the counterspell, and unfortunately, that is game for Sloth. He charges up on his last action, says good job, sportsmanlike behavior. Neon Works, of course, going to charge up 3 times, sportsmanlike style. There he goes, 1 and 2, and 1 more charge for the sportsmanlike finish. There it is. Good. Okay. And stop ruining my forest, she cries. Fantastic. Okay, well fought to both Sloth and Neon. Always nice to see that Forest Watcher Genie doing well. She is, she's one of my favorite cards just in terms of mechanics and artwork. I think she's lovely. Tiboa, Arcadean, not accept me in game. Have I not accepted you? Really? I didn't see any requests from you. Send me another one. Or tell me your in-game name and I'll add you. I always add everybody who asks during the live stream. So if you want me to add you as a friend right now, well, if you want me to add you as a friend, send me an invite or friend request right now. I'll add anybody during during the live streams. Moss, you'd love to get a copy of that Forest Watcher. Yeah, I spent a lot of gems picking up mine. I'm pretty sure when it was out in the P rotation. Okay, so good game, Neon versus Sloth. All right, next up we have Devil Boy versus Axia. Lukak, I would like to know if anybody has a spare Ancient Vampire. That's the FODP, I'm pretty sure. So if anybody has a spare Ancient Vampire, please get in touch with him. Next up, as I say, Devil Boy versus Axia. When you guys are ready, please let me know in the chat and then invite each other to a fight. Oof. And we will definitely just go for one round of sub-battles. My throat is still messed up from the weekend. Good job to both players. Yes, yes, indeed. Good fights all around. Okay. Okay, Omar, aka Devil Boy, is ready. Axia, let me know when you're ready, and then get involved in the fight. Lego. Lego means let go, not let's go, but okay. Sounds like somebody's got a grip on you, like, no, Lego! Ready, good, okay. Then whenever you guys are ready, Axia and Devil Boy, get set and go. Much in so many top class quality players we've got here. We do indeed, yes indeed. Yes. Yes, we get a very high standard of play all around here. Francesco, pseudo/gimmick is good or not? It is not good. We do not allow pseudo gimmick or gimmick on these sub battles. No gimmicks of any kind. Again, we tried allowing people to run gimmicks, but everybody hated it. All right, let's go. Axia versus Devil Boy. Axia up at the top with 1 mutant. Devil Boy down at the bottom with 1 mutant. And Fenny's ability immediately activates, dropping his HP down by 1. He chooses to charge up, playing it defensively, and Axia opens with a Nature Leopard, an interesting choice of mutant. Generally, if people want a 1-drop nature card, they just go for L4 Elephant. So, obviously trying to guard against potential heavy offerings, which is always interesting. Devil Boy answers with a very aggressive Goblin Chieftain. Turn 1 play. Flame Emission comes out. Both players playing very, very aggressively right now. And the Leopard gets to attack off, and Axia is now ready to level up to 2. Devil Boy, of course, lagging a little behind in terms of XP, but with enough resources to answer that Leopard if he chooses to. Normal deck, Francesco, yes please. Wow, an aggressive Growth Vine. Okay, we're seeing just some very, very aggressive plays here. Axia chooses to level up, lets his Leopard smack into that Growth Vine once, and Devil Boy levels up as well. That Growth Vine, of course, not getting any ability boosts because level ups don't count as charge ups. Now, Axia can choose to remove that, chooses not to, plays a Golden Garden Cat instead, and then does in fact play the remove. Dropping a Leopard at the far left and Golden Garden Cat at the far right in order to protect against potential flame emissions. So let's see. Of course, that Golden Garden Cat at level 2 will be giving a +2 resource bump. Won't be able to get to +4 because the gold is not 5 yet. Near Arc, I have to have voice therapy with ginger tea. That's what Filipino use here to make up. Your voice is pretty and strong. I don't want a pretty voice. I want a manly voice. But yes, I should be drinking more ginger. I should just be taking more ginger in general. I kind of got messed up medically wise a few years back, and the ginger really helped out. Yeah, I should be drinking that just in general. Remind me, would you? Calpes, you love pseudo gimmick. Don't admit that. Shameful, shameful. Devil Boy charges up at 535 resources, a good number, and drops the Hunter Rigette. Very interesting as a block to the Leopard. Now, Rigette is going to take a couple of turns in order to kill that Leopard, so that's quite a bold block, really. He may want to protect it against a potential surprise attack, however. So let's see. Ataraxia, of course, can't really drop any creature without it either getting damaged or killed. Oh, Religious Confession comes out. Always cool. And that Regete is now basically useless on the field. I mean, you know, with 4 attack value and 16 HP, it's not a terrible card by any stretch of the imagination, but it's not worth its cost just for those stats. So, a nice little counter there. That leopard will, of course, still go down to the Hunter Regete. Or, in fact, it'll go down immediately to, pardon me, to that Golden Garden Eagle, and that is 4 damage off onto Ataraxia by Devil Boy. Imagine you have a very loud, strong Italian voice, do you? Excellent. Having flashbacks to my university days. I lived next to a family of Italians who were very, very, very Italian. You know what I mean. Really loud, really flamboyant. And every time we tried to tell them to be quiet, they were like, "Oh, scusi, no speak English." It's like, you speak English, I know you do. Gamir, Ark killed my Regete deck once. I did, yes, I killed it with an Alron deck, didn't I? I remember that. That was fun. So the Windblade Teon comes out. It does what it does, kills the Golden Garden Eagle, moves across to the Regete and damages that a little bit. Of course, moves out of the Regete's way, allowing that 4 damage to come off, but the Windblade Teon's 12 damage, or 8 to say 8 damage, it's 12 damage off the Eagle. 8 damage is much more valuable. Now, Ataraxia has 20 damage out onto the field, ready to go into Devil Boy. Devil Boy absolutely needs to answer those creatures. Both of them, ideally, one of them if not. So the Goblin Chieftain comes out, and that does in fact block both the Teon and the Golden Eagle. The Teon is, of course, going to kill that first Goblin with its ability, move on, and then kill the Goblin Chieftain, so quite expensive. The Golden Garden Eagle, of course, as well will kill that other Goblin. And if Ataraxia is keeping a Flame Emission, well, if he's got his Flame Emission sort of ready to go, he can end the battle here. He has revived if he there it is. There's the Flame Emission. There we go. Down go the Goblins. Down goes the Goblin Chieftain. The Regete survives just, but unfortunately for Devil Boy, that will be game as the Golden Eagle and the Windblade Teon smack down into his health. 20 damage. Ouch. That is painful, but the Fenny ability does in fact activate. Good lord. Okay, so Devil Boy is still actually in this. Alright, so not enough resources to cast a Flame Mission of his own, but enough resources to act as blocks. Decides to drop an elephant down in front of that Golden Garden, the Golden Eagle rather. Discards into darkness. Are we going to see? Are we going to see a Drag to Hell? That would be very, very bold. Only basically a 25% chance for that to work. Now the Hellhound comes out, another interesting block. The Windblade Teon is going to smack into the Hellhound, move the Golden Eagle in front of the Hellhound. The Golden Eagle will now kill the Hellhound, and Ataraxia could in fact remove that Hellhound with a Holy Missile or a surprise attack and still get a chance for a finishing blow. Unless Devil Boy proves to have Yaxi's luck with Fenny, in which case this could go on forever. Imagine they're so Italian. I mean, I have a lot of Italian friends, and they're great in general, but so when you find that really, really Italian family, it's like, just it's 3 o'clock in the morning, please, shh. And out goes the surprise attack. Here comes the Golden Eagle's attack again. Will Fenny's ability activate? It does not. Unfortunate for Devil Boy. He goes down to the Golden Eagle's second strike, and that is game for Ataraxia. Congratulations to both players there. Well fought, and some interesting decks on both players' sides. Nicely done. Majin, can we highlight a second Regete? We'd like to read Rigete's ability. Somebody can link it to the database entry to you. But yes, if we see another, in fact, actually, I'll quickly show you the Regete while Gamir and Steve Rogers get sorted out. Where are we? There we are. CGC. There she is. Good. All right, Francesco. When I see the deck, I cry. It's one of my old decks, is it? Tibor, your in-game name is Noob. Ah, okay. Yeah, that's why I didn't add you. You didn't try to add me during a live stream, and most of the time I won't add people outside of live streams because I just don't have any spaces free. So yes, I do remember getting a request in from Noob, but I didn't add you, so you'll have to send that to me again, I'm afraid. Fenny really likes win upsets. Yeah, she does. Francesco, you ready? Good. Okay, so Gamir and Francesco, when you are both ready, please invite each other to a fight, and I will spectate. Alright, looks like you're both ready. So, get set and goat. Martin, does she refund when she returns to the hand? Yes, she does. Benneth, welcome to the stream. Nice to see you. Gamir versus Steve Rogers. Zick is still looking for somebody to fight him in the sub-battles, by the way. So if anybody else wants to get involved in the sub-battle who has not already, please put your in-game name in the chat box so that Zick can fight you. Alright, so Gamir versus Steve Rogers. Looks like they were transitioning. But not anymore. She's so powerful. She's fun, yes. She's not a bad card. She's one of those cards that is just good. She's a decent card, maybe slightly below average with the in terms of meta play, but not so low down that, you know, she's one of those do not put her in your deck cards. She's just not quite there. She's too easy to remove is the real problem. Gamir versus Steve Rogers. Gamir with 1 mutant and Steve Rogers with 3. Both players running nature and dark. Gamir running gold and Steve Rogers running light. So Steve Rogers opens with an aggressive hyena. This yes, this really is an old deck of mine. Black magic missile. The dark magic missile comes out, immediately takes care of that hyena, putting Gamir into the lead. EXP wise, let's see. Omer, yep, don't know why people don't use her much. She's very expensive. And she's only worth her cost if her ability actually activates, and there's just so many ways of stopping her ability from activating. As I say, she's a good card. She's a decent enough card. You can put her in your deck without, you know, crippling your deck, but she's not as powerful as she could be, simply because her value is based on her ability activating, and her ability activating is not guaranteed. In fact, it's very rare that it does. Because she's just so easy to remove. Most players will just either kill her or transform her or whatever, you know. Okay, so Skeleton comes out and is immediately blocked by that Ambush Vine, so that Skeleton will go down to the Ambush Vine's attack unless Gamir chooses to remove the Ambush Vine with a spell or creature ability. Let's see. Daniel, you don't like Rigette. Always kills you. Should have done earlier. Neon, you'll fight Zick if nobody else wants to fight him. Okay, I will write you down temporarily then. Out comes Skeleton. Okay, so Galimir Skeleton was blocked by Steve's Ambush Vine, and Steve's Skeleton is blocked by Galimir's Ambush Vine, both on exact opposite ends of the board. This is beginning to look a little bit like Mabinogi art. Out comes the Paralyzing Bullet, weakening the Skeleton enough that the Ambush Vine can kill it off. And down it goes. Of course, Steve Rogers' Ambush Vine now about to kill Galimir's Skeleton, so we will still be symmetrical. Alright, write your name down, Neon. Okay, so, yep, the Holy Missile comes out, takes care of the Skeleton. Not really necessary, but I suppose Steve Rogers wanted to get as much damage off on Galimir as possible before Galimir's level up. Whippy, do battles continue? You want to battle? Yes, absolutely. You can fight Zick, in fact, and we'll take Neon off. Zick versus Whippy. Excellent. She isn't a Scathach, but she isn't a Golden Bunker either. Yeah, she's basically in between the two. Yeah. It's an Ambush Vine battle, says Daniel. Yes. Yes. Out comes that Goblin Shredder. Out comes an Ice Spear in answer to that Goblin Shredder. Down goes both the Ambush Vine and the Goblin Shredder, of course. Steve got to be careful now about dropping creatures, because that Ambush Vine is now in Galimir's grave once again, and he has more than enough at nature to summon it. Mabinogi Duel, making art since whichever year it came out, you forget. Yeah, I think it was 2015 in Korea. Took a little while to get the global. Okay, so Magician at Masterfield comes out and is immediately snagged by that Ambush Vine. The Ana comes out next to him, which, that's fine, protects both against hunt effects. Steve Rogers already used his Holy Missile, but can use it again and decides to get rid of that Magician Masterfield. Mossy down for another if this time. I don't think there will be. We've got this fight, then we've got Kalpesh versus Luke, then we've got Zick versus Whippy, so I think that'll probably be... Yeah, the Vampire comes out and is blocked by that Ambush Vine. It drains a little bit of health off it, but of course not a heck of a lot. And the Assistant Ana is pushed out of the way of that Vampire. Steve charging up to regain some resources, and the Ambush Vine with its 5 damage smacks into his opponent. Now Galimir has the Assistant Ana with 8 attack value out onto the field, ready to run into her opponent. And the Ambush Vine, of course, has that vampire paralyzed, but it won't be able to kill it in time without a little bit of a removal spell addition. Gamir discards a gold card into the grave and brings out the Flame Mission to take care of that vampire and the Ambush Vine. Ambush Vine goes into the grave. Again, Gamir has to be aware of that for when he places another creature, has to anticipate the incoming Ambush Vine, but shouldn't be too much of a problem. So let's see, both players doing well in 2 resources and not well in one of them. So let's see. Steve Rogers probably doing better for resources than his opponent, given that nature and light are generally more useful, especially if you're planning on playing defensively. Gamir, of course, no more gold, so that's going to prevent him from using his AoE spell. Whippy would like Zick to reveal the username. It's like Z-I-K-K-K-K-K-K-K-K. A lot of K's in there. Imagine those Magician Masked Fields make you slightly sick, not because they're a bad card or fun, just see them so often. Yeah, it does get... it can get a little bit monotonous seeing the Magician Masked Field, but it's the name of the game, unfortunately. Mabinogi Duel is a very mathematical game, so you will just see the same cards a lot. Still, Magician Masked Field at the very least is one of those cards that whilst you see it a lot, it's not one of those completely unbalanced cards. It's still, you know, you don't feel cheated when you lose to a Magician Masked Field, which is nice. So Steve charges up. It goes into light. He needs to regain some resource parity since Gamir has now outstripped him quite a bit. Revives from the grave, and that is of course a very painful revive. That's 6 damage, which takes him down to 5 HP. Gamir discards into the grave in order to get dark, in order to afford another Magician Masked Field, and then resurrects the card right back out again. Okay, so Whippy, Zick's username is Z-I and then 4 Ks. So Z-I-K-K-K-K. And Zick Whippy's is, I actually forget, it's like W2WL, I think. But yes. Okay, so Steve discards a darkness card into the grave, ramping up for something, perhaps. Let's see. Discards another darkness card into the grave. That's quite interesting. Ramping up for an ice spear. Yes, ramping up for an ice spear. So Anna gets put into the cutting box, which buys Steve a little bit of time, and the Magician Masked Field's attack value goes down to 0. Now, that's still not super handy for Steve, because Magician Masked Field attack value is low anyway, and his value is in keeping Anna alive. Gamir uses an aggressive Golden Bomb Squad and drops a green card into the grave. We assume that's the Ambush Vine again. Whippy has sent the request to Zick. That's good. One card that requires your opponent to kill one before they can kill the other is just too strong. That's why number 13 was so good. It's one of the reasons why number 13 was so good. Yeah, her ability to deal extra damage on top of sort of base face damage was also one of the reasons. But yeah, of course now she's trashed here. It's very disappointing. Okay, so Steve performs charge and charges up. Okay, so Steve is just going to let that 16 damage come through. He's going to sort of bow out of the fight gracefully. Gamir, sportsman-like finish, charging up 3 times, and the Goblin Bomb Squad lands the finishing blow. Congratulations to both Gamir and to Steve Rogers. Well played to both duelists. Calpesh, you like cheap cards and they are easy to win in PvP. Do you mean cheap as in not expensive, or do you mean cheap cards as in gimmick cards? If you mean like low resource cards, then yeah, that's a classic way of winning. Chip damage decks are very, very popular. Okay, next up is Calpesh, otherwise known as Kangi 08 versus Lukak. So, when you guys are ready, please comment in the chat to let me know, and then invite each other to a fight, and we will spectate. Ooh. Okay. Oh, it's W5WL, not W2WL. I was close, though. That's Whippy's. Tell him it's a small Z. He's already... okay. Whippy, it's a small Z. Apparently, that makes a difference. You can both see each other's usernames on my screen right now anyway. Whippy is the W5WL, like 4 from the top, and Zick is the one just above the blue Stefano, ZIKKKK. So Whippy and Zick, just take a look at the screen, and yeah. at each other. Thank you. Please and thank you. It's okay, good. Alright, so Kalpesh is ready. Lukakrai not commented yet. So, waiting on Lukakrai to comment and to log in, apparently. Gamir, you'd like to see what? I've lost track of what's going on in the chat. Anyway, this is Kangi versus Lukakrai. So yes, we're just waiting on Lukakrai to log in. If Lukakrai doesn't log in say a couple of minutes, then we'll just somebody else can take his place. Not sure if he's around. You know, he might have been called away. If he has, as I say, we'll give him another like 30 to 60 seconds. If he's not on in the next minute, then somebody else can tag in for Lukakrai. In the meantime, please enjoy this exotic dance. Hey. Moth, you'll take his place. Just diving in there. Okay. Well, Lukakrai doesn't actually seem to be online, so... Yeah. Let me just quickly double check the Discord, see if he's actually online in Discord. He doesn't... Yeah, he's on, but he's away, so... Alright, then... So this doesn't drag on and get too boring. Alright, somebody... Moth, then. Moth has decided to throw himself on the sacrificial pyre. So Moth will fight Kangi. So when you guys are ready, set, to go. Oh no, Lukakrai is back. I changed my mind. Lukakrai is back. It is, in fact, Kangi versus Lukakrai. Good-ow. Alright, the fight continues as planned. Are Zick and Stefano the same person, says Whippy. Nope. Because there's Stefano there, he's blue, and then Zick is there and he's green, so no. Kintachill, you're here! Good! Happy! Why are you shouting? Alright. He's on. Yes, well, Lukakrai's just appeared in-game as well. Good, there he is, Lukakrai and Kangi, so they can now fight. Still in US history, but you're here! Stop shouting at me! I'm very sensitive! Alright, Moth is in Lukakrai's corner, apparently. Go, Luka, go, Luka, go. Go, Luka, go, Luka, go. Just looks like they're in transition phase. And here we go. Alright, Kangi up at the top with 2 mutants in the deck, and Lukakrai down the bottom with 1. Alright, so Kangi, of course, using the Fene hero, and Lukakrai using the... Oh, now this is interesting. Lukakrai immediately dropping a Botanist Christie, not a +1 variant, just a standard variant, at level 1. Interesting choice. Generally with Christies, you... I mean, normal Christies, you pretty much have to save them until level 3. +1 Christies as well, you know, tend to be at level 3. And dropping a share. Very aggressive plays with a lot of cards here that don't really do anything. But the important cargo, perhaps the Hermit share, yeah, using the Hermit share to basically leapfrog that important cargo over the share so that it will transform, well, it'll give Botanist Christie her energy next turn. Paralyzing Bullet comes out, takes care of that Kadir's Flying Sword. The Hidden Spider comes out right in front of that important cargo. It's unfortunate to a certain extent, but I mean, it wouldn't have charged up Christie enough anyway, would it? I know, increases her energy by 4, so it would actually have done the business. So, quite unfortunate positioning on the Lukakrai side for that Hidden Spider. But let's see how this goes. Both players, of course, up at a level 2 now. That share just hanging out onto the field. Kangi feeling no threat whatsoever from that share and Botanist Christie, so choosing not to bother blocking them. Brings out a Golden Garden Cat in center slot, and with that kind of nature resource in his camp, you just know he's got a command hunting lying in wait there somewhere. Out comes the hunt, takes care of that Golden Garden Cat. It is one of those threats you do immediately need to answer, or end up paying for later. And Yes, damn that lucky spider, says the Cockrai. Yes, yes, that was a very fortunate positioning on that spider. And the Botanist Christie attack goes out. I mean, chances are Kangi would just have killed the little botanist cart anyway, but yeah, the hidden spider meant that he didn't need to bother. He could just wait and let the spider do it. Tiboe is trading Golden Tiger or Light Command Hunt for Dark Magic Missile. Really? Trading a Light Command Hunt for a Dark Magic Missile? Dude, somebody's getting a really good end of that bargain. Bluesy Floozy comes out, drops an air bomb next to Hermit Chair. If that gets activated, Hermit Chair is going to go bye-bye. The Elephant, of course, coming out to block that hidden spider. Command Hunting comes out. That is going to activate the air bomb, using the air bomb, in fact, in order to charge up the Command Hunting, which snags the hidden spider. Hidden spider just resummons itself immediately back out of the grave and plumps itself in front of Botanist Christie. This hidden spider just really knowing what he's doing there. That's awesome. Betrayal comes out. That is not what Lukak wanted to happen. I'm pretty sure he was trying to actually capture the Bluesy Floozy, but of course, her ability, activating the air bomb. Yeah. Golden Garden Cat comes out right into the center of the field, and the hidden spider does a little bit of damage to Botanist Christie, and Bluesy Floozy gets 7 damage off. So that Bluesy Floozy, paying for sort of proving that she's worth her cost, shall we say. Always a decent card. Bluesy Floozy is one of those cards I quite like. She's good. Oh, and Lukak saying he's misplayed, decides to concede the match, gives it to Kangi, yeah, I think that's possibly the first forfeit we've ever had during a sub-battle. So, congratulations to Lukak for being the first person to ever do that. Well played to both players, though. Yep, that was an unfortunate hidden spider, but a very interesting play on the Lukak side there, dropping a Christie on level 1. So, well played on both player sides, and some interesting decks. Okay, next up, and the last of the sub-battles for today is Zick versus Whippy, otherwise known as W5WL. And I have a couple of gifts from Whippy. Thank you very much, Whippy. I appreciate it. The golds is going to be put to good use. Francesco, see the deck, it's very old. Yeah, I mean, if it's the deck that you copied off one of my videos, then yeah, I remember it. Gonna buy that blue girl. She's a good girl. Yeah, she's a good girl. So, Zick and Whippy, when you guys are ready, please comment in the chat to let me know, and then make a start, please. Ready, set, go. This plays important. Cargo always charges Christie's. Yes, so I see. Very rare that it will survive long enough to do so, though. I mean, I don't think I've ever seen a cargo survive, actually. That's why most people use the +1 Christie's, because they don't require the cargo. Whippy up at the top with 4 mutants, and Zick down at the bottom with 2 mutants. Mana, Nature and Dark up at the top, and Gold, Mana, Light down at the bottom. What are we seeing here? An L and an L Brak. Very nice, very nice. Okay. So let's see. Both players playing it quite defensively right now. Some discards, some charges happening up. Each player just circling one another. Gold Citizen comes out. An interesting card to see. Not a very common one, but a useful one, since it basically pays for its own cost. So let's see. Okay, Whippy decides to remove it. Now, despite the fact that the Citizen cost 1 to play, and Whippy used 1 resource to remove it, the Citizen actually means that Zick comes out ahead of that in terms of resources, because the Citizen refunds a resource whenever it dies, making the Citizen effectively a 0-cost creature, provided its ability is available to activate when it dies. It's not been turned into a frog or something. Whippy discards into blue and brings out a Nature Goblin Town +1. Interesting. So that is going to produce a goblin every single turn, unless Zick can remove it. And with his resources, the only way to remove it at the moment would be fairly expensive. Throws out a Mind Control blocked by a Counterspell. Counterspell is blocked by a Counterspell. Counterspell blocked, and Counterspell is blocked by a Mana Leakage. And oh my goodness, that was a lot of counters there. A lot of counters. A Goblin Town +1 brings out a Goblin +1 onto Whippy's side of the field. A level 3 Goblin, that 7 damage, is going to be problematic for Zick unless you can remove that and the Goblin Town. Very interesting. A lot of discards happening there on Whippy's side of the field, all going into the darkness. perhaps aiming for another mana leakage. Let's find out. The Goblin Town summons yet another level 3 Goblin +1. That is 14 damage that Zick is now facing down, and the Goblin Town still going strong. Both players, of course, add equal amount of HP, and doing very well for resources, so it's still anybody's game. The chat, of course, is going a little wild. Best play ever. Lol, this guy. Love his decks. Yep. Well, everybody loves a Whippy deck. Out comes the surprise attack, and that is going to weaken the Goblin Town enough that the Citizen +1 can deal with it. Nevertheless, that does still leave Zick staring down a double-barreled Goblin, and he throws out an Ice Spear to try to take care of it, but it is blocked by a mana leakage. Nice mana leakage plays on Whippy's side here, really shutting down those AoEs and counterspells. And that is 14 damage from those 2 Goblin +1s. Whippy levels up to level 3, taking the XP and the level lead from Zick, and discards what we assume is the mana leakage once again into the grave. That's the 14 damage down, and now Zick needs to answer both of those goblins, or else he is going to die. No Fennes here, so no possibility for hijinks. Out comes an Ifrit to block one of the Goblin +1s, and an aggressive Goblin Bomb Squad to block the second Goblin. Unsummon comes out. Good grief, getting rid of that Ifrit for Aurora. Whippy showing off all the plays today, throwing out a hunt even though it's not necessary, and a nice spear because, hey, why the heck not? Down goes the Goblin Bomb Squad, takes care of the Goblin, but the remaining Goblin from that Nature Goblin +1 town managed to land a finishing blow on Zick, and that has got to be one of the weirdest and coolest fights we have seen in these sub-battles in the last couple weeks. Very nicely played on both players' sides there, and some just beautiful mana leakage use from Whippy. I love it. Kemurai, otherwise known as Yellow Dragon, late to the party. Yes, you are. For shame, because we are actually just wrapping up now. Goblin Town OP. Nerf Goblin Town. One day you can, Francesco, one day you can try to fight with your PvP deck. It's pseudo gimmick. That's fine. Whippy is Moth's hero. Can you chill? Oh my. Yep, that was some intense grave action. Goblin. Good game, Goblins. Yep, good game, Goblins. Everyone loved that deck. Whippy showing everyone how it's done with the quirky, weird little PvP decks and managing to win with them. Gotta love it. Well, I think that is a fantastic fight to end this live stream on. Congratulations to both Whippy and Zick, and to everybody else who got involved in the sub-battles today. Well done to everybody. Now, quick recap. Can everyone who was involved in the tournament over the weekend, except for Kangi and Vertsud, of course, who already have their prize cards, could the other 14 players please go into the Discord server, the Arcanauts Discord server, and once this live stream is over, and please get in touch with Brown and Lukak, let them know which card you won, and organize a time and a day for getting those cards passed over to yourselves, please. And bear in mind that Brown and Lukak, they are busy people, they do have their own lives, so please try not to be too pushy about it. They will get the cards to you as quickly as they possibly can. Lukak, are you still using your Warlords deck? Nice, that's what we like to hear. Good, hilarious decks. Yes. That was fantastic decks. We love those very much. All right, so yes, can all of the tournament participants who were not in first and second place please go into the Arcanauts Discord server right now. If you can't remember what card you pulled or who you need to talk to, get in touch with me personally, and I will let you know. But that is it for today's live stream, I'm afraid. One round of sub-battles and the tournament prize giveaway, the prize pool giveaway. So, I will see most of you, I hope, in the Discord server in a couple of minutes. Tiboa, can I do a video to show my collection and show my rarest cards? Not sure that anybody would be interested in that, but if you can get a couple of people to say they'd like to see it, sure. Can I make a new Warlords deck video at some point? Yes, why not? The Warlords are fun. I try to keep the videos that I do to sort of platinum viable stuff, just so that new players or intermediate players can have sort of general ideas. But yeah, why not? Let's make a Warlord deck. I'll see if I can do that for Monday, this coming Monday or next Monday maybe. Dorian, I think he meant Dorian. But yes. Okay, anyway, we are wrapping up now. So thank you to everybody who came along to today's live stream. Remember that there will be another live stream on Sunday where we will be doing all of the usual stuff. We'll be going over any new patches, tweaks, and updates that may have happened, and we will be doing the full 3-round sub-battles with modifiers plus free-for-all. Kinta, you would like to see my rare cards, all right. Okay, everybody wants to see that. Let me know in the Arcanauts Discord server, and sure, maybe I'll make a video, which would just feel to me like bragging, but hey, if everyone wants to see it, why not? So yes, thank you to everybody who got involved today. Congratulations to all of the tournament duelists, and I hope you enjoy the prize cards. I'll see all of you guys in the Discord server in a couple of minutes, I hope, and if not, then next Sunday for the sub-battles and possibly for a lab update, maybe some patch talks as well. Also, we are considering doing another tournament next month, so if you would like to see that, please do get in touch with me, either on the Discord server, the Arcanauts Discord server, or via Facebook, subreddit, Twitter, any of the social media, really, and just let me know that that is something that you would be interested in either participating in or viewing. We need to know how many people are interested so we know whether or not it's worth actually doing for next year. Next month, not next year. That would be weird. All right, we'll wrap up there. Thank you very much for everybody who came and stopped by the live stream, and a very special thank you to everybody who got involved, and an extra super big thank you to all the Arcanauts who subscribed so far. Until next time, guys and gals, have fun and good luck.